In our today's video, we will do the first part of our practical task. We are going to walk you through the entire process of Cloud PBX service configuration for our fictional service provider, Super Telecom. First, we are going to show you how to create all the necessary entities on our web UI. To complete the manual configuration of the entities, we need to take a few steps first. Super Telecom will be offering bundles of calls to the EU, so we need to check if all the necessary destinations are already in the system. Then we need to create a destination group set with the corresponding destination group EU. After that, we need to create tariffs for incoming and outgoing calls that will determine the pay-as-you-go price of calls. To define the number of free minutes per phone line included in our monthly plans, we will use a bundle, also called a volume discount plan with type quota. For instance, our basic Cloud PBX product includes 1,000 minutes per month to the EU destinations. We will also configure subscriptions to apply recurrent charges for our services. Then we need to create a product that groups together all the elements that we have created up to this point, including our tariffs, quota, and subscription plan. Add-on products allow service providers to upsell additional features to their customers. For example, customers can activate the voicemail feature for an additional 99 cents a month. Now let's jump straight into the practical part. Let's go to the service catalog, rate codes, destinations. All of the destinations available in the system can be found here. You will find the link to the video on destinations in the description below. Let's search for European destinations that we need to add as a part of our practical task. I'll type in 49 for Germany and click Apply Filters. You can check the list. All German destinations are here in the system. And for brevity, I'm going to suppose that all destinations, all European destinations that we need for our practical task are in the system as well. Okay? Our next step is to create a destination group set with the destination group EU and add the required destinations to it. We will go to our service catalog, rate codes, destination group sets, and navigate to the Create tab. We will call our destination group set Cloud PBX and then choose regular type. If you have doubts about the difference between regular and complete destination group sets, check out the link to the video about this provided in the description. For now, it's enough to mention that when we're using regular destination group sets, the same destination, that could be 34 for Spain, can be added to several destination groups inside this regular destination group set. For example, Spain may be included in the destination group EU and also in the destination group El Mundo Latino, which covers Spanish-speaking countries. To save the destination group set, we need to create at least one destination group. Let's click Save. Right now it's in the draft status. We need to create a destination group. Let's go to the Create tab and create a destination group. Let's call it EU. Let's click Save. Our destination group is also in the draft status because we haven't added any destinations to it. Let's go to All Destinations and search for 33, which is the prefix for France. Click Apply Filters and add all of these destinations to our destination group EU. Let's click Assign and then we'll click Save. Alternatively, we can search the destinations by country name. For example, let's type in Germany and click Apply Filters. Manually adding destinations to destination groups, however, can be quite tedious. We have an alternative here. We can click this Upload button in the top menu and upload our destinations from an XLS or a CSV file. Now let's save our destination group set. Next, we need to create our tariffs, one for outgoing and another one for incoming calls. Let's go to the service catalog, tariffs. And as usual, let's go to the Create tab. Our tariff for outgoing calls is going to be called Cloud PBX. The service it is going to be applied to is voice calls. We'll set the currency to US dollars and the tariff will be applied to customers. Let's leave managed by the administrator only. Let's click Save. Then let's go to the General Info and select our destination group set, Cloud PBX, and click Save again. Now when we go to rates, we can easily add rates to all the EU destinations in just a couple of clicks. Let's select destination group EU and define the rate. It is going to be 8 cents per minute. Let's click Save, and we see that the EU rates have been added correctly. All of them are 8 cents per minute. This is basically it for our outgoing tariff Cloud PBX. Let's click Save again just in case. Now let's go back to tariff and click Create again. The name for the incoming tariff is going to be incoming, and the settings are basically going to be the same. The service is going to be voice calls, the currency will be set as US dollars, and this tariff will be applied to customers. Then we go to rates and add a rate for all destinations. The rate is going to be 0, as Super Telecom is not going to charge for incoming calls. And for this, we will use a special destination called pipe. This special destination covers all destinations. This way, we don't need to add all possible destinations manually to our tariff. If later we need to add rates to charge for incoming calls to toll-free numbers, those numbers where the callee pays for the call, we will also add them to the tariff incoming. Let's set the price as 0, click Save, and we are done. Our incoming tariff is ready as well. Now that we've created our tariffs, which are mandatory for the product, we can proceed to the quota configuration. Let's go to Bundles, Volume Discount Plan, and navigate to the Create tab. Let's create a VDP, Volume Discount Plan, called 1000 minutes to the EU. And set the currency to US dollars. In the drop-down, we need to choose the destination group set that we've created earlier. It's called Cloud PBX. And we'll leave the rest of the settings as is, and we're going to click Save. Next, we need to add at least one bundle. In our case, we will use quota. Quota is an excellent option for allotting a renewable quantity of free minutes. Let's go to VDP configuration and click Add. The type is going to be quota. It is going to be applied to voice calls. The volume measured is going to be service used, and the destination group is going to be EU. Our quota is going to be reset monthly. Let's click Save. Now we need to set the number of free minutes allowed for each month. For that, we'll go to Thresholds and set the limit to 1000 minutes. To make it more predictable for our customers, we will choose to send notifications when a customer has, for example, 25% of their quota left. We can set these notifications based either on a percentage or the actual number of minutes, but we're going to choose percentage, so 25. Additionally, we want to notify customers when they have exhausted their quota completely. Let's turn on the toggle and click Save again. Since we are not charging our customers for individual calls within the plan, we should generate revenue some other way. In this case, it will be a recurring monthly charge done via subscription plan. Let's go to Service Catalog, Subscriptions, and I'll navigate to the Create tab. We are going to create a new subscription plan. It is going to be called Basic Cloud PBX. This name will match the name of the product we're going to create earlier. This name will match the product we will create later. And the name visible to the end users is going to be the same. We have the option to apply the subscription charges either at the end of the billing period or in advance. Let's choose in advance. This will help our service provider Super Telecom to reduce losses from non-paying customers. There will be no activation fee, and we will define a monthly recurring fee of $9.99 per month. If we needed to apply a one-time activation fee per phone line, this would be the place to do it. Let's click Save, and our subscription plan is ready. With our tariff, subscription, and quota parameters ready, we can create our product by going to the Service Catalog, Products, and go to the Create tab. Let's give our product a name, Basic Cloud PBX. It is going to be a main product. A main product can be used on its own, unlike optional products that can be used only in combination with the main product. We'll set the currency to US dollars and choose Managed by Administrator Only. After clicking Save, we'll see that the product is not yet ready because we still need to add services and usage charges. We are going to click Service and enable the services that this product includes. We are going to need voice calls only. Let's click Add. Next, we will click Voice Calls and specify the particular features that will be enabled for this service. We want to make sure that call forwarding is included in the default features. Let's go to Call Forwarding and turn on the toggle. We also want to give end users the ability to turn this feature on and off on their self-care portal. Let's tick the box here. Once the service is enabled, we need to define usage charges for this service. Let's go to the Usage Charges tab and click Add. Here we are going to select our service voice calls and our tariff Cloud PBX created earlier from here in the drop-down. The access code lets PortaSwitch know which specific subtype or situation within the voice calls service this tariff should be applied to. For the Cloud PBX tariff, we are going to leave the access code empty so that the tariff by default will apply to any usage of this particular service, in our case, voice calls. Let's click Save and click Add again. Let's select voice calls again and tariff incoming. For the tariff incoming that we also created earlier, we will type in the access code incoming. This means that this tariff will only be applied to customers' incoming calls, while for other types of calls, such as outgoing or forwarded, the other tariffs specified in the product, in our case Cloud PBX, with the empty access code will be used. Our basic Cloud PBX product is almost ready. We only need to include our volume discount plan type quota and subscription in this product. To do this, let's navigate to Charges, General Info, and select our volume discount plan. 1000 minutes to EU. And here by clicking Subscription, we can choose the subscription that will apply every time this product is assigned. So we're going to choose our basic cloud PBX subscription at $9.99 per month and click Save. Now our product is ready. You see it's no longer in the draft status. We haven't defined any cancellation fees or cancellation penalty for our subscription at this point. Let's do it. We can click this link icon next to the subscription name, which will open the corresponding subscription plan. From here, we can navigate to fees, but before we can define the early cancellation penalty, we must establish a minimum subscription period. According to our practical task, it is going to be 12 months. Once we have established the minimum subscription period, we can choose either a fixed early cancellation penalty or charge the customer the remaining subscription fees equal to the profit lost by the CSP due to the early cancellation. Let's choose remaining subscription charges and click Save. Now let's return to our basic Cloud PBX product and confirm that the changes have been successfully applied. I just went back in my browser. We see now that there is a cancellation fee and the minimum subscription period has changed. Everything looks good. Everything has been updated. And our product is ready. We can configure advanced and professional Cloud PBX products by analogy. Before we proceed with optional or add-on product creation, we need to create the corresponding subscription plan. Let's go to Service Catalog, Subscriptions, Create, and create a subscription plan called Voicemail. It is going to be charged in advance. The monthly recurring fee is going to be 99 cents per month, and the activation fee, according to our practical task, is $5. Let's click Save. To give our customers the possibility to activate the voicemail feature themselves, we will create an add-on product with the same name, Voicemail. Let's go to Create. It is going to be an add-on product. Let's click Save. Let's add voice calls to our product. And on the service configuration panel, let's go to incoming calls and enable the toggles for external voicemail. The access number is going to be 1213 for test purposes. We mustn't forget to add the subscription plan voicemail to our add-on product. Let's go to Charges, General Info, Subscription, and choose our subscription plan. Voicemail with a $5 activation fee and a 99 cents monthly recurring charge. We're almost done. All we have to do now is to allow the self-care sign up. We can do this in additional information. We turn on the toggle, and we also need to allow this add-on product to be used with our basic Cloud PBX product. Let's tick the box here and click OK. Let's click Save. We will follow the same steps for the voice recording add-on configuration. With all the configurations in place, Super Telecom is set to start offering the Cloud PBX services and is actively seeking for new customers to sign. In the upcoming videos, we will show you different ways to onboard new customers. In the next video, we will manually create the customer ABC Enterprise and show you how to configure phone lines both on our web UI and on the Cloud PBX self-care portal.